It's been a while, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Cooking Like Medea. And I am Medea. So, today, have a friend in town for the weekend. And it's been pretty chilly this week. But of course, I'm sure Georgia's national since I'm back in Georgia. It is warm today, but it's still Sunday. I still feel away that I have a big meal on Sunday. My son is home from college. He's graduated. A lot of things have happened, guys. And so my videos have been a little far and few in between. But my friend who came down from New York, I'm going to see probably a little later in the show, so in the recording, asked for something specific. And if I have the time, I usually try to make those specific things happen. He asked for cabbage and smothered pork chops. So I'm doing my cabbage first because it's a process. And what I'm doing is I'm cooking down some bacon for two reasons. One, bacon with cabbages and greens always give an amazing flavor. And yes, I eat bacon. And two, I'm rendering down that fat because it's good for, again, still the flavor, but cooking down those green leafy vegetables. And so it's not a hard dish. It doesn't require a lot of things, but to do it right, you gotta have it. Take time. So, kind of inexpensive because most of this stuff I already had. I literally only had to buy a head of cabbage. But I am doing it with onions, and tri-colored peppers, and some smoked sausage, and some seasoning. And I'm going to fry it up in the bacon fat. So as the bacon is over there rendering that fat that we need, right? You can probably hear me cutting up my cabbage. And I cut my cabbage really thin. It doesn't take long to cook cabbage. I just like it cut thin. The even portion of everything. That sounds like. And so that's what we do. So you're watching bacon. And it's rendering up really good. Okay. When it gets to a nice crispy consistency and I've gotten a majority of the rendering done, I'm going to take this bacon out and I'm actually going to put my smoked sausage in and then I'm going to cook that. What does that do? That's building on those flavors, right? So that rendering will not only have the bacon fat, but it'll also have the smoked sausage fat, right? And then I'm going to garlic, right? So you can cook that down first. So all of this, watch any of my other videos. I talk a lot about building on flavors. That's building on flavors, guys. And you put all of that together. And as you put all of that together, then it's creating, it's cooking, or not cooking, it's flavoring even more that bacon juice, right? And so then once we cook all of that, then we're going to add our cabbage in there. Now, some people with this same dish like to add hot pepper flakes. I don't. Because I have a friend that's coming over. She can't do anything high-end related with hot flavors. She's allergic. So you can do it either way. If you like it a little spicier, you can add that spice to it. Amazing flavors to add to that. So, bacon is pretty much done. Am I going to put this bacon in the actual dish? Absolutely I am. No doubt about that. But right now, I'm just going to get it over here to the side. Okay? So good. Your food has to be seasoned, and it has to be seasoned throughout. And so that bacon starts the foundation. Because why not? Now we're doing smoked sausage. And we're going to do the same thing. We're rendering the fat out of that smoked sausage, and it's going to help with seasoning the bacon fat. And that's going to be so good, so amazing. And then after we take that out, we're then going to add in the onions, the peppers, and the garlic. Season up that fat a little bit more because your onions and your peppers are going to give that additional flavor, right? Now, usually on Sunday, my dinner is off. However, I'm going to take the time. I've had a few people come home. When you recorded anything, I haven't gotten any updates. So that made me stop and say, you know what? It's time. What I'm doing now is, again, frying up my soaked sausage. Gonna let it get a little brown. But again, it's adding to that bacon fat flavor. It's adding the smokiness to it. And cabbage is just like any other vegetable. It shrinks down. And you got a nice portion cooked. Or cut, I should say. It's going to be not too much as it may intend to look off the top. So it's just breaking down and it's going to season what we're going to actually cook the cabbage in, right? You might like yours a little more done or a little browner. Um, it doesn't have to be extra brown for me. That is your preference. I just wanted to render in those flavors. And that's what it's doing. It's giving me those flavors. And same thing. I'm going to take those out so that they can drain. And then nothing else is going to come out of here. From this point on, everything that we put in here is going to stay in here. So first up is my onions and my peppers. So it is now seasoning the oil as well as seasoning our vegetables. And I'm going to add some minced garlic, or if you have fresh, that's always better. You can see our vegetables are becoming a little bit translucent, a little see-through, a little clear. And that's what we want. Because again, it's building on those flavors. So the bacon and the smoked sausage is getting into the onions and the peppers. And then the onions and the peppers and the garlic is getting into the vegetables. Now, we've already cleaned our cabbage. We've sliced it. And now we're going to add it to the mix. And it's called fried because, what's that? Nothing but fat on there that's really cooking it. I'm going to toss this some. So all of that is marrying together. Now, if we were smothering cabbage, we will be adding some water to it or a liquid to it. But
can form its own liquid. He also asked for some smothered pork chops. So I'm going to cut down some of those onions and peppers and fry some pork chops and make a nice creamy gravy. And I did say creamy. But because the cabbage has so much liquid in them already, like greens, like spinach, doesn't take much, but it has that flavor. And then finally, I'll put that meat back in it. Because why not? The only other thing that I would add to this, besides my seasoning, because I haven't added any yet, and I'm very careful, at least about the salt part, because I have so much bacon and smoked sausage in here. I'm going to add a stick of butter. It smells amazing. Smells amazing. It's got great color. I hate bland food. So you're going to always see whenever I add peppers, I'm not just going to do a green bell pepper. The vegetable is green. I'm going to always add in some red and some yellow and orange if I have it. Here, again, if you wanted to add some red pepper flakes, you could. Some Cajun seasoning, you could. I'm just going to stick with my onion powder, my garlic powder, and my black pepper. This works really good too if you're feeding a lot of people and you don't know what sort of allergies people have. Now, if they don't eat beef or pork, then they just out of luck. But if it's a matter of they have an allergy to, a particular spice, then I get that. Or let me not say that. You could add turkey sausage to this. You could add turkey tails. But again, you would have to get more oil because, of course, the turkey is more lean, not a lot of fat to go in it. You see that? You see how good that looks? Nothing is sticking to the bottom. I told you, the cabbage makes its own moistness. The butter is helping with the flavor. Once you season it really good, it's really just about over. I like these longer videos so I can show you the process so you can see what it's looking like, how it progresses. So many variations of cooking cabbage. Now I'll do this same thing minus the bacon and the sausage and add the butter and set it on the grill in the summer. And it makes a very good cabbage. Shout out to Jazz. She gave me her recipe for the grilled cabbage and I was just in love. That is like a quick to do. You could take that over to the host's house and just sit it on the grill. In about 35-45 minutes, your dish that you're bringing to the cookout is done. Just stirring it so the butter will get all over, so that all the ingredients will marry.